everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Up Next. My name is Carrie. I'm joined, as usual, by my beautiful and talented co-host, Kalen.
Hi.
And we're here to talk about some new music that we're excited for. How's it going, Kalen?
I'm doing good. This is our Halloween episode.
Ooh, you can see because of our spooky, eerie fabric behind us.
Not really in costume, but we're going to be out of town on actual Halloween. I think we might skip the episode next week since we're just going to be busy.
We're going to be traveling. We're going to be out of town. We got a family function. We did go to a little Halloween shindig last night, though, and we dressed up.
We almost recorded the episode yesterday while we were in costume, actually, but didn't quite work out, but I will put a picture here.
Yeah, I was going to say, this was what we did. Thank you. Yeah, it was a great time. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. All right, let's and I have some kind of scary albums, I think.
You have some apropos sort of Halloween picks.
Yeah, they're all a little dark and spooky. I know that we typically gravitate towards darker, heavier music on here anyway, but
tell me.
I think that definitely the Halloween mood is in the air. I guess I'll start us off. I'll start us off with Oz by Nightcrawler. I think it's Oz. Maybe it's just OZ. Maybe it's
Ounce. OZ.
We'll say Oz, though. This is a project by Chris Esfandiani, who was also behind King Woman, who is more known for the like doom metal stuff, but this project is like industrial, experimental, dark pop. There's a little bit of drum and bass thrown in here.
Absolutely.
There's some breakcore. There's a lot of like noisy industrial metal influence on it too, but it does lean hard into more of like a techno, like dance pop sound.
Totally. Yeah, it's super, super fun. Like you said, it has that industrial influence along with those break beats and stuff, just that super fat blown out speaker sound. That's yeah, it's super fun.
And it's a really interesting approach to the production style because it does pull in all these different influences, and it just like really impressed me right out of the gate. The first two tracks on this were crazy. Definitely, at least if nothing else, listen to like the introduction. It hooked me right away, and then into this really weird break beat with saxophone on top of it. I don't know. It just really launches you right into being like weird, which like I know maybe breakbeat and saxophone doesn't sound like the darkest like. This isn't what we're normally playing in the goth club.
But it is here.
But it works. It all works. Yeah. It really, amazing stuff. Really like this one.
Love to hear it. Can I tell you about my first album?
Yes.
Awesome. My first pick is Strand of a Lake Volume 1 and Volume 2 by Drill for Absentee. This is a Philly-based band. They were around back in the 90s, and we're seeing this happen where some of these, like, kind of noise rock groups from the 90s, like, it's come all the way back around.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, shit. We're so back. And they're returning. And that is what Drill for Absentee has done. Thank goodness it's some mathy post-hardcore. We're so back. They're definitely inspired a lot by emo as well. So super riff heavy in the guitars, dramatic spoken word in the vocals, and funky little bass lines too. The bass, I caught the bass jumping around quite a bit on this album. It's a really fun time.
Yes, and I love this like kind of snarky post-hardcore thing. It reminds me a lot of bands like McCluskey, which was also a 90s band that took a break and then just dropped their album again, like their comeback record this year.
McCluskey's a great pull. Obviously, I thought of Help, who we just talked about on the project too, as another example. But just been really enjoying it. I can see Michael and Julia maybe also really, really liking this project. So I hope they give it a shot as well. Yeah. Thank you, Drill for Absentee.
What's not to like?
What's not to like? No skips yet. I mean, I'm not super familiar with the album. Just found it. But, we'll get back to you.
The next, we'll see. The next record that I'm talking about was also no skips for me. I listened to this while I was getting ready for the Halloween party yesterday. I'm talking about Sit and Grin by /Need. This is a very provocative but very nostalgic, like EBM-y sound.
Totally.
It's a lot of like the house revival stuff that we've been hearing from Sudan Archives, for example, more with like an acid house tinge. So there's all these like really yummy warbles and stuff that launch you into this like kind of seedy, nightclubby type of vibe.
Yes, yeah. That grit is so fun to see in house and stuff too. I feel like house got really crispy and shiny for a minute.
Right.
But it's no.
Yeah, no, this is like very sexy, very queer, very dark. I need to hear this in the club.
Pulse pounding.
Yeah, I'm always really impressed whenever artists are able to take that very traditional sound and just like the 4 on the floor, like not super experimental in its like foundational stuff, and then build on top of that to create something that is really unique and really fun.
Ooh, I was gonna make a really bad metaphor that I'm not gonna worry about.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you remember Tricky Towers on the Switch? You know Tricky Towers?
Yeah, we'll
it's like Tricky Towers.
Right. I would say this is also a great pick too for anyone who was a fan of Clipping's last release, Dead Channel Sky, which also pulled a lot of those like acid techno-y, dark industrial sounds. This is that, but on more of like the pop side of things.
Yeah, okay, super cool.
And I am coming here with 2 pop recommendations today. I don't bring a ton of pop to this show, so go in knowing that these are my picks, both of them.
I like pop music, and I really like your picks.
Thank you.
Especially this one. This was cool. Need.
This is what I recommended to someone at the party yesterday too.
Yes.
I like sent it. I was like, "Give me your phone. Let me add this on your music streaming app of choice."
I'm sending you the link now.
Take it.
Do you have any other thoughts on that album?
That's all I got.
Hell yeah. My second album that I want to talk about today is The Between by Dawnwalker. This one is strange because where you have some pop picks where you don't usually choose pop, this is progressive post-metal, which is not really something that I go for usually.
Right. Yeah, especially more of the progressive side of that sound. But I think it's done very tastefully here. Yeah,
this is really, really cool. The way that it's pitched on Bandcamp is a guided meditation through death and dying. So it's, I think, one 30-minute track, one 20-minute track. And they're meant to be these sort of just guided meditations. I would love to put them on and do a yoga flow or something.
Yeah,
but
totally.
So yeah, obviously there's a spiritual bent here. Their goals seem to be to kind of blend like Eastern ideas of life and death with this like modern American cynicism and kind of nihilistic existential despair maybe. So it's like existential despair versus releasing, clinging, and things like that, and like changing your relationship to stress and stuff.
Yeah.
But also somehow as an act of resistance. And the way it manifests in this post-metal thing is just these super slow burns. But there's like singing bowls and chanting and stuff too. It's really cool.
I'm definitely gonna have to check this out because I mean you're talking about blending Eastern and Western ideas here too. I mean the concept pretty clearly pulls from like the Tibetan Book of the Dead, which is your handbook for the recently deceased, you know,
as it were. We just watched Beetlejuice for the first time like a half hour ago. You had to be there for the reference.
For the first time this season, I had seen it many times before.
Well,
I think you'd seen it before too.
I think I saw like a few scenes when it was on TV,
like in the background,
a long time ago.
Right,
I never like sat down and watched it, and I really enjoyed it. Anyway, this is very handbook for the recently deceased. I love it because I mean, once you get past your first ideas of death and dying, you learn that. I guess once you get past the fear and anxiety piece of death and dying, you're just left with this feeling of like this shit is so absurd.
Right.
So I kind of love it. I don't know. I love the idea of trying to understand dying. That's about it. It's super cool. Do you have one final album?
Yes, and this is also back to my roots. We're doing more like weird experimental ambient noise metal stuff too. So if you liked Carrie's experimental metal pick, you might like this one as well. I'm talking about Cut by Nadja. This band is pretty well known also for like doom stuff. I'm bringing 2 doom artists who are doing something a little different, I guess. This album is a lot more on the ambient side of things, but it does transform from these like really tense, long drawn out ambient sections into more of like a blackened doom sound, but it takes its sweet time getting there.
Yeah, this album I would say also has some slow builds. It's super spacious. There's like 15-20 minute tracks, and it's playing with one musical idea the whole time, and I really enjoy it here.
Do you have one more for me?
I do. I have one final album to talk about, and I would also call this a return to form for me. I'm picking Of the Near and Far by Patricia Brennan. This is some modern contemporary classical music. Patricia's a composer and percussionist. I think she's based out of New York. So yeah, another one of those experimental classical New York ensemble pieces, I guess. I feel like we're just a few more of these releases away from figuring out like the 10 people that run that entire scene in New York.
Right, we're getting there.
Because it's always like 4 to 10 people in one scene propping up the whole thing, you know. I'm getting off on a tangent here. It's a lot of fun.
Tell me about the album. Tell me about what this sounds like and how it was composed and all that good stuff.
Yeah. So Patricia was taking a look at constellations and stars and patterns and was wondering, I wonder if there's a way I can like set notes to this and like use this data in a musical way. And she did. She found a way to like somehow, I'm not into all that math and shit. She did put it in the liner notes, but you know, drawing the positions of the stars, drawing conclusions to how the instruments would be arranged. And so she sort of shuffled them around using a lot of percussive jazz instruments and quintet as well to kind of give this really cool, also electroacoustic, really spacey, very lush sounding, sort of cosmic jazz, I guess.
It's crazy.
It's not space jazz. Sorry.
I mean, maybe it is in the realist sense of the phrase.
That's true. That's actually true. Yeah.
This was such a cool listen because I am not the biggest like contemporary classical head, or classical in general. You know, it's fine. But if you are someone who likes bands from like the windmill scene that are incorporating more of those Baroque influences, this is certainly worth listening to as well.
Yes.
Because it is very bright and vibrant and jazzy and classical at the same time. She calls this, at one point in the description, new music. I'm like, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's just new music. It's not quite jazz. It's not quite classical.
I know new music. I took an ensemble in college called New Music Ensemble for 2 years. And it was a lot of this like weird contemporary classical, just like grab a couple instruments and it's play, like there's always notes like play freely and shit like that. This really
starts off as pretty restrained and then very quickly goes all over the place, but it's not that chaotic. It is all very harmonious. And because it is composed based on like the position of the stars, there are these really bizarre arrangements that I don't think you would have necessarily just come up with otherwise. I don't know if that makes sense.
Probably not, you know, and she talks about the circle of fifths in music theory being, you know, pretty symmetrical on its own. And so trying to like fit something that is so visual.
You're literally putting like a square peg in a round hole.
Exactly.
You're putting a constellation shaped peg in
in your ear.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that shit. I love anything that's trying to sort of refit how you think of something in your mind, you know? Like, again, you look up at the stars, you don't listen to them.
And obviously this isn't pure just like copy and paste. You know, there is some further arrangement going on, but
of course,
I mean, she says that a lot of it is taken pretty much like directly from the star data.
She like made sense of it. Yeah. I feel like I haven't done a great job explaining that scientific bit. You'll have to look it up and read about it, but it's great.
Just listen to it. Just listen to it. You can take the limited, possibly incorrect information we've provided you with and go educate yourself better than we ever could educate you.
For you. I always say that I'm like an armchair expert at everything.
Yes, many things.
Yeah. I will come up with a theory if you ask me.
I have theories.
I'll tell you what I think
about my theories.
Whether it's true or not. Yeah, that's my final album. What are you looking forward to this week, Kalen? We're filming a day earlier than we usually do, so you have the whole week ahead of you.
Yeah, and we're filming a day earlier than we usually do because of our impending travel plans.
Dun dun dun. Yeah.
So I guess that's what I'm looking forward to is getting on that airplane.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
Can we say what it is? Is that doxing?
No, it's not doxing. My sister's getting married. Yay! We're gonna go to a wedding.
I have not been to a wedding in my adult life. I last went to a wedding when I was like 4 or 5, and I really don't remember it at all. And I'm sure my parents like left early because they had like a 4-year-old. So
I love that. It sounds like you had a great time.
Yeah, I probably had like goldfish or something, and I feel like this wedding might be very similar. I'm kidding. No, we'll probably see the whole time. You're like a bridesmaid. This is the whole thing.
I am, yeah. We will have to be there kind of the whole time. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that for sure, for traveling. But I'm really looking forward to when we get back and we pick up the dog from the dog sitter.
Oh, that's going to be sweet.
Yeah, that's what I'm really looking forward to. I miss her so much when we're out of town.
I'm also looking forward to next week. It's also my birthday next week.
Oh, yeah. Kalen's birthday's next week. Yeah, we might definitely take the week off of next then. And then celebrate.
On my birthday, I am celebrating by seeing Boris and Agriculture. What a lineup. That's crazy. Michael's coming with me. Me and Michael on my birthday.
Me and Michael. Are we going to get copyright?
No, it'll be fine.
It was unrecognizable. No, that's sick. I'm excited for you guys to see Agriculture once again, who we love, friend of the project, as well as Boris.
Ooh, I hope they play stuff from the new album.
They probably will. They're probably touring the new album.
You know, they're on the opening slot. So.
Very true. Sometimes you gotta play the hits. Sometimes I want to hear the hits. I hope you all have something lovely to look forward to this week. If not, make up something lovely for you to look forward to this week. Figure it out. Get a light at the end of the tunnel. Sorry, not figure it out. That sounds so antagonistic.
Just be happy. Just choose to be happy.
No, I'm just trying to say that I believe in you and I know you can do it and it's all gonna be okay.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
And happy Halloween.
Ooh.